There's a lot of details that we could go over in the third part of the Siu Nim Tao form, but there's a few that I'd like to cover here today to make sure that everyone has a clear understanding on these details that I think are pretty important. Okay, so I'm going to play the form, or I'm going to play the third section of the form, and then afterwards we'll discuss a couple of the points. Okay. So I'm going to start at the third section. Okay, so the points that I'd like to cover, the first one has to do with the gan sao, the first gan sao in the form. Okay, in the section rather. So when we come out with the tan sao, we're going to come up with a high tan sao. Okay, so you'll see the tan sao is like up in front of my face, which is higher than where we would normally play it. Okay, so with tan sao, in the first section we play tan sao maybe like here. Okay. In this section, when we come out, we're going to play the tan sao much higher. We're going to bring the hand back to the face, okay? And then the elbow, you'll see, is kind of locked where it is, and now the gan sao swings straight down, okay? So that's the first part. And then when we come up to the tan sao, we're going to come up to like a low tan sao, okay? So again, if this is my normal tan sao, right? I'm going to do it with my other hand. The first one's going to come up high, come back to my face, right? It's going to cut down to the side like this, and then it's going to come up to a lower, flatter tan sao. Okay? So that's the first point. Okay? I guess to expand on that a little bit, with the gan sao, a lot of people will play it and it'll look like this. They'll go like this. It's like very you see how they control it, or they'll like shoot out, or they'll do something really hard. The thing that we want to do here is we want to come out, come back, and then the elbow is kind of staying where it is. You see my elbow, right? And then now this part's going to swing like a door, like that. So the elbow has already done its work, and now the hand is just going to come down, okay? So you can practice that little piece of it on its own. I would tape yourself, watch yourself, and what you want it to look like is much like gravity is doing the work. Boom, it's coming down, okay? Not like you're all controlling yourself, okay? All right, the second thing I want to cover is the strike after that, okay? So when we do the high tan sao, the gan sao, low tan sao, we then do a hin sao to come around, and then we do what we call a wong zhern, okay? In this case, it's low, so it's actually called a dai wong zhern, okay? So to be clear, in the first part of the form, right, we do, the punch, we do dim zhern, okay, so that's a straight palm strike. But the wong zhern, the shape of the wong zhern is to strike like this. And this piece right here, that's the actual striking surface, okay? In the first part of the third section, when we do this, and we shoot out, this is a wong zhern as well. And you'll see that this is the part of the hand that I'm striking with, okay? So just this little blade right here, okay? And you'll see the hand, I'm kind of tilting it back almost so that this can really penetrate, okay? The last thing I want to talk about has to do with the final piece of the third section, which is the fan sao section. And basically what I want to show is this. So the hand comes down, right? And when we do this, it's not so much like this, okay, where we're like pushing something down, but the hand comes out, it's again like a gan sao, all right? And you'll see, here's my center line, okay? And now what's gonna happen is my other hand is on center line now. You see how it's on center line? And now I'm gonna switch, and now you'll see, like they happen at the same time, right? So one comes out as the other one comes back, okay? So that's the part that you really want to focus on. So to show it here, this is on center line, right? And then my hand is loaded, and then 1, 2, 3. Each time one hand comes out and one hand comes back. Okay? So I hope that clarifies some things, and of course we'll be going over some more stuff later. All right?